might not know the interest that it has created in our club and given us an activity to plan. We're a volunteer club, and the number of people that have been involved in planning your trip and hopefully hosting you so it's a memorable one is a long, long list, and so I will not try and list people off. A hair chance I missed someone, but you can be assured of that. I've been told that at this point in time, you people are willing to lead us in, and anybody from here in the hall who knows the words, Flower of Scotland?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
So we at least stand together? Or should we say?
Yes, you can stand together however you usually present. I understand you people are an experienced choir. I will tell you. I will tell you that I did check out all your websites, and I believe it was your Green Acres meeting where the 60 of you were singing Flower of Scotland, and also a lot of lead in there, and I also saw pictures because I had no idea how we were going to do stacking groups. But anyway, so you are definitely responsible for that. But please, whoever starts you or whoever your choir master is present today.
We'll all go into this.
Yeah.
We're going this way here. It's your second experience.
Hi, Daisy.
I was on their stupid camera. I think, Jesus.
You're back here,
Flower of Scotland, when will we see the lights again that fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen and stood against him? Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. Those days are past now, and in the past they must remain. But we can still rise now, and be the nation again that stood against him. Proud Edward's army, and sent him homeward to think again.
Pretty good.
See that screen? Now I will apologize right from the beginning because get a bunch of pictures of Canada, because I could not imagine you coming over here, spending your time going back to Scotland and saying, well, we saw 31 crews. You know, I didn't want that to happen, so I have used a video that I managed to find, and everybody else please help us with the singing of Old Canada. Eric? Turn it up a bit.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O
I knew of them, I don't know them.
Good morning and welcome. At this time, I would like to introduce Senator Rob Black. I'm going to give you a very abbreviated version of his biography, which was sent to me. But judging from the agricultural background of Billy, Stuart, Ian, David, Drew, Willie, and John, this background may give you an interest in talking to him later on. The Honorable Rob Black worked in the rural agriculture and leadership arenas for much of his life. He's been involved in 4-H for almost 50 years in all the aspects of the program at the local, provincial, and national levels, and is a past president of the Canadian 4-H Council. In February of 2018, he received a call from the Prime Minister to represent the province of Ontario. The Prime Minister told Rob specifically he wanted him to bring his background in agriculture, rural community development, and leadership to the Senate of Canada. Rob?
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and welcome to the this year's edition of the Strathcona Cup here in Fergus, Elora. I'm delighted to have been invited. I'm delighted to be here and to watch the curling and fellowship that's going to take place between Scotland and Canada. I'm delighted that Canada and Scotland have maintained this competition for over 120 years. And I'm proud to share that Fergus and Elora certainly have great connections with Scotland over the years. As a history buff, I'm truly delighted that that this competition has been going around for over 120 years. Canada first played Scotland. Today we continue to see this esteemed tradition in the Strathcona Cup. I was amazed to hear about 350 games that are being played across the country. That's tremendous in such a short time. I'm a history geek, and so the Strathcona Cup was named after the Scottish-born businessman Lord Strathcona, and we know him as Sir Donald Smith. He was a co-founder of the Canadian Pacific Railway, a president of the Bank of Canada, High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, and he certainly left his mark here in Canada. I, along with countless others, are delightful and thankful for the lasting impacts that he has had on our country. To our Scottish visitors, welcome to Elora. I'm going to see you again in Fergus. I do have a flag and a Canadian pin for everyone, and we'll make sure they get put in your bags over there. I also at this time want to thank the pipers that are in the room today that have piped you in. It's a great tradition that Fergus and Elora do. So thanks again for being here today. I'm looking forward to seeing the competition, and good curling.
Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to invite the Mayor of Centre Wellington, Sean Waters, to come up. Sean?
On behalf of Centre Wellington, which is probably more know it as Fergus Elora area, but we do have folks who know it as well in Vermont to give it to all the minutiae of our community. But I'd like to welcome it to our community. This is a fantastic event. It's been going on obviously a long time. It's important that we have these types of events in order to bring our world together. We have a lot of issues to deal with as we move forward in our as part of the human race, and these types of events are just great. I know I've been involved through my life in these types of events before, and it's just so important about not only team building but community building. And on behalf of the Township of Centre Wellington, all the best. I will enjoy having you here for the next few days, and look forward to having some further chats with you. Thanks again.
And at this point, the person that to most of us don't need an introduction, but the president of our club, Sean. Sean.
Glad I'm not the only one that does.
Grant Sheridan. You could have just gone with it, you know. They wouldn't have known.
Thank you, Ken. Welcome to the Elora Curling Club.
Brad, use the mic, please.
We're thrilled to be hosting the Strathcona Cup today. We look forward to a fantastic day. We do have sponsors for this event, and two of them are Wellington Brewery and Hurry Hard, so they've supplied the beer for today. And secondly, we have two major sponsors, Wellington Duffer and Paving, Jim Murray. Jim is a member of the club and is playing today and is a major sponsor. Our second major sponsor is the Fergus Scottish Festival and Highland Games, and so thank you. And at this point, Matt Bennett-Conti would like to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Good morning, all, and to our Scottish guests. I'm Keane Bob. On behalf of this Fergus Scottish Festival and Highland Games, thank you. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be part of such a significant event. Thank you for allowing us to celebrate our shared cultures. And thank you, Elora Curling Club, for allowing us to participate in promoting the 120th Strathcona Cup. This August will mark Canada's premier Scottish Festival's 78th year. From the 11th to the 13th, everyone in Centre Wellington is just a wee bit Scottish. So save the date, tell your friends, tell the world. Cade Millifeldsha, 100,000 welcomes.
I promise I'm going to go back to my notes. In a minute, we'll be assembling our march onto the ice. But before we do that, I'd like to give you a little bit of our club history. Our club was formed in 1839 and is a volunteer club. Now I know from the resumes, well, where's Neil?
Yep.
Neil, what year was your club established?
1760.
1760. Wow. Okay, we're not going to brag about the age. Ain't going to happen in this group here. But we have a number of members who are with us today that I'd like to recognize, because we don't get enough time so that we can recognize some of our own history and some of the people. Being a volunteer club, this club would not be here in existence over a period of time if it weren't. And we have with us today 6 of the honorary life members. And I'd just like to introduce, please wait to show your appreciation to them till all 6 have been introduced. I'm going to ask them to stand, but somehow that's not going to, if they just come up here for a second, because if they stand, you won't notice any difference. So I'll call them out one at a time. First row, Julie McElwain. Julie McElwain. Okay. Second, Kirk McElwain. Third, Bruce McElwain. Fourth, Ken Gillespie. Wilma Swint and Doug Swint. Would you show your appreciation? The other 4 of you can go sit down, but I'd like to... You've been recognized.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I did tell you this. No, but Doug and Wilma, I asked them to come up last. They thought they would come up first. They thought that was some sort of logical order and things like that, and I know you have to wait till your names were introduced. But Doug is going to be throwing out the first honorary rock for this particular competition. And he was chosen for that because I believe that he exemplifies what this Strathcona Cup is all about. Doug said it was in, or Wilma, Doug helped me out with this, it was in 1983 or 1984 that Doug played against the Scots and things. And after sitting down, having a beverage with some Scottish players and things, one of the players made friends with Doug and said, well, you know, Scott. And he gave him a scrap piece of paper with his address on it. Not a lot of other information, but his address. Well, in 1985, Doug and Wilma were over in England visiting some friends, and when they were over there visiting some friends, the logical thing to do if you're in England is to rent a car and go to Scotland. Now, let me get the name of this place right. I'll go back to my notes. Ah, yeah, but you went up along the east coast. I've got this all written down, so I'll go back again. You went past a little place called Carnoustie to this small town of Arbroath. Drove directly to this person's house and knocked on the door. Now, if you want to know the balance of the story, and that's why I had them stay up here, you got to ask them, because they tell you the story a lot better than me. But I'll tell you, it exemplifies what this is supposed to all be about. And it's something that even now, in this year, they recall to us, and we have a good chuckle about it and things, and I know their family's all aware of it. So if you get a chance to talk to them about what they found when they went over there. Okay, we're about to have our march in, so if the two flag bearers will get those two flags and ready to lead the way. Following them, the pipers. Flags will go first, followed by the pipers. Following them, the ones for the first drop, so that would be Doug. Tim is going to be sweeping. Now, I know a lot of people in here know Tim and things, but he's going to be sweeping that first rock. And Tim, I have specifically have him going out there because he's our ice maker. So you now know who our ice maker is. Talk to him later. Hopefully to talk to him. Anyways, we really thank Tim for all the work he did putting the extra necklace in and things for your visit. And the third person is, I believe, let me make sure I've got the right name. We have Alan Chalmers, captain of this particular team, who's going to hold the broom at the far end on ice 2 for that honorary throw. Okay? So they'll go next, followed by ice 4 people, followed by ice 3 people, ice 2, and ice 1. Do you people know which ice you're playing on? Yeah, right on. Okay. I have my name. The skip on ice 4, you're playing against Alan's team, right? Who's the skip there? Right there. You're playing against Alan's team, right? Okay? They've got all your profiles, by the way. No, it's all these things. On ice 3, who are they playing against? No idea. Okay. I do have it. Anyways,
I think Crookshank's the lead.
what's that?
Crookshank's the lead.
Crookshank is the lead on that team. Okay. On ice 2, Billy Henderson's team is playing on ice 2, and on ice 1 is the other team who's playing against Steve. Okay, people will line up, please, and we'll have that march in.
go. The flag bearers leading the way with the pipers behind them and all the curlers.
The curlers are being led by the ceremonial first rock thrower, Doug Swint, and Tim Hill, who is going to be sweeping for Doug.
And the players from the Elora Curling Club are all sporting hoodies from the Elora Curling Club in gray, and the Scottish team are pretty colorful in their jackets. They've put quite an effort into that.
Yes, they're going to shine just because of the color, if nothing else.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Steve with his colorful pants will outshine them all.
I think he has some official capacity, so he had to wear those.
Yeah.
The Elora Curling Club is pretty excited to be hosting a game with the Strathcona Cup.
Okay. And then we have our guests, celebrity guests, I guess. Mayor Sean Waters, and Senator Rob Black, and the president of Fergus Highland Games.
Yeah. That's a very appropriate sponsor for this event.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was sad that the commentators didn't get the opportunity to toast the piper, Kirk.
Yeah.
But maybe after. Yeah, piping onto the ice is an excellent tradition in curling.
It is.
See if everybody's keeping step. So Kirk McElwain and myself, Daisy Moore, we will be doing the commentary on sheet 4 for this event, but we'll keep you up to date on the scores and all the other sheets. There he is.
Yeah. The dram.
So Steve Edema is toasting the piper. Oh, he's toasting the piper. So, he's got a... That's suitable with those pants. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cheers.
Let the games begin.
Yes, indeed. So also out there in the dark gray hoodie is Ken McPherson, who's been instrumental in putting all of this together. With this event, the Strathcona Cup, there are, how many Scottish teams are over here?
There's 60 players total, so 15 teams, I guess.
15 teams altogether. And 5 of the teams are playing in the East Coast, 5 are playing Central, which is us, and 5 are playing in the West Coast. So there's 4 teams here at a time, and one of the teams is going to be treated to a day out in Elora, and Ken will be leading that. And one thing I think is very nice, certainly for the Scots, is they are awarded the hammer to start the game.
Yes, I understand.
So that
the Scots are going to be throwing red rocks on each sheet, and they get the hammer on each sheet.
Yeah. So Doug Swint is making his way down the ice with Tim Hill. Doug is still an active curler at our club, and you certainly never want to, you're up against it against Doug. He's an excellent curler. I think he's only just started throwing with the stick.
Yeah, just about a year ago he
Yeah.
started. Finally, he had to make that horrible decision, but he's doing it very well as he always curled very well.
Yeah. I think we do have at least one stick curler in the event today, which is going to be on our sheet. That is allowed. And the way we stand at the moment, this is the second game for the Scottish curlers.
Yes. Yeah, they curled yesterday in Toronto, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which club in Toronto, do you know?
It's I can bring it up on. It's actually there's a website, the Strathcona Cup.ca, and it does give the itinerary. It might have been High Park, I'm not sure, but I'll check that out. I know this morning the events are taking place concurrently, and on the East Coast they are curling at the Berwick Curling Club near Annapolis Royal.
Oh, okay.
And the Western group are playing at Peach Arch Curling Club near Surrey, BC.
Oh, okay.
And the way this works is it's the total number of points that Canada scores versus Scotland scores. It's not win-loss, which I think is quite fascinating.
Yeah, I think it is. And last 5 years ago in Scotland, the Canadians ended up with 1,600 and some points versus 1,300 and some points for the Scots, I understand. So that's kind of the types of numbers I guess you can expect over the period of the games.
So they're taking an honorary first shot of all of the curlers. So all 5 Scottish teams are on the ice as we speak. And then the spare team will excuse themselves, neither watch the game or go out for the day. They do have a game this afternoon in Fergus. So there we go. Yes, yesterday this group of Scots would have played at the Toronto Cricket Club.
Oh, that's where they were yesterday. Okay.
Yes, we were a bit concerned about them getting here this morning with a bit of traffic, so we are a little bit later because I think they got stuck.
With the 401, it's fortunate there was only 15 minutes late.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, no, I'm not sitting.
I think it's safe to say that the Elora Curling Club are very excited to have to host this event. We have a good crowd here today just to come and watch, and lots of volunteers to both do the filming along to help with the people at Whiteman who are graciously covering this. And I promise that we're going to have the excellent camera work like they do on TSN. Isn't that right, Adam?
And the commentating is going to be even
better.
Even better. So the ceremonial shot is on its way down. Tim's happy because it looks heavy enough that he doesn't have to sweep.
Well done, Doug. Next time he'd put it right on the pin.
Oh, that's it, exactly. I'm told that the ice was lightning fast last night, so I guess Tim's got it ready for this, for the cup. So
Yeah.
that's good.
So So this event takes place, it started on January the 11th, and it goes up until February the 2nd, I believe. And then everybody from right across the country, all of the Scottish players, congregate in Ottawa, at the Ottawa Hunt Club for the final banquet.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Canada retains the cup, because at present Canada has the cup, which is safely stowed in Scotland, I believe.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't ask that question.
But Canada's name is on it. There we are.
Oh yeah.
There comes the leader of the Scottish contingent is also the skip on Ice 4. So he's just arriving here on Ice 4, getting ready.
Yes, so on Ice 4 here, the Scottish team, we've got the tour captain, Alan Chalmers.
Yes.
We'll see if they've certainly got nice bright jackets. We'll be able to read their names.
Yeah.
And they've
So
just got...
Alan is from his mother club, it's called, the Musketeers Curling Club. And he curls out of Edinburgh, Scotland. And he is very involved with curling worldwide. He's been the head of finance at the World Curling Federation, so very involved with curling around the world.
And the Elora skip is Sean Hamlin.
That's right.
And I believe he won the week-long tournament last year in Elora.
He was on, he played vice. He wasn't the skip, I think.
Oh, wasn't he? Okay.
No. No, Gary Houghton was the skip.
Yeah. That's an excellent tournament that the Elora Curling Club runs at the end of the season. We mix it up with all different players and play a week-long tournament. So you get to meet a lot of new players. And so leading it off is Lou Elmsley.
And he is the one player in the tournament with a stick.
Okay. But he was delighted to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good judge of weight right out of the gate. Good for Lou. So Alan is calling for the rock to be brought into the house.
And the Ian Sankey is the lead for the Scottish team. His mother club is the Markinch Curling Club in Kirkcaldy, Scotland.
It's a team effort here to bring the rock into play.
Coming up a bit short, but didn't get a lot of curl in that.
So Sean's not going to take any chances of moving those guards. He's asking Lou to come around the other way. Good luck figuring out sheet 4 on that line. The line's good.
Line's good, but it's running very straight right at the moment. It'll pick up curl as the game goes on, but
So I think it might hang on. Is it? Yeah, that's got a nibble. We'll say it's in.
Yeah, I just And Ian Sankey is
He's being asked.
following
Lou down.
Lou's shot down, yeah.
See how long they keep their jackets on, these Scots. We'll just have to make them work a little harder. This one's looking pretty nice.
It does.
It's got the weight. Yeah.
Yeah, he's shot rock now, right in behind cover, 100%.
So George Bailey's in the hack. He's one of our, he's a great curler, is George. Excellent draw weight, usually. He's being asked to tick this out. I guess if he hits the guard, it will be okay too. Oh.
He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Good shot, George. He's got it out.
Very nice. And now it's Jim Kirkwood is the second for Scottish team. He's out of the Stewart and Heather Curling Club. And
he listed one of his hobbies as gardening,
yes.
Kirk, so
yes.
I got to have a word with him.
I think you signed up for this. Yeah, signed up as an individual and they put it on the watch the girl, didn't you?
This is curling in nicely. But it's behind the tee line, so that gives George the opportunity to come and freeze up to it or hit the button as he's being asked. Sweepers are backing off a bit.
A little heavier, so it's not picking up the curl quite as much yet.
No, we might just be sitting on the back. There we go. Just traded places. And Scotland, the Red Rocks do have hammer in this end. So they're certainly setting up for a deuce. Let's see if the gardener can tuck another one in there.
That looks a little heavier as well, so it may not curl in quite as much. Oh, maybe. It's picking up the curl, so it must be a little lighter than I thought when you let go. Yeah, it's got a big curl at the end.
That's a really nice shot.
Really nice.
With our excellent camera angles.
Yeah, he's sitting in the top of the 4 foot, which is really nice.
So Jim Lowry is throwing the Vice Rocks. He's being asked to put one on top of this.
Jim Murray.
Oh, Jim Murray. Did I say the wrong word?
Yeah. I knew it didn't sound right.
Kiss, kiss. It's a well-worn path down that right side.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. First jacket is off. The shirts look a lot like the jackets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're nice, nice design.
So who have we got in the hack now?
This is Graham Young. He's the third from Livingston Curling Club. Home ice rink is Murrayfield Curling. Now, I don't know if that is the town. Not sure what actual town it is from, so.
Well, the ice does seem to be very weight sensitive, that if you're heavy at all, it hangs.
Yeah.
This might help the Canadian team a little bit there. Gives them.
It's there's still an opening there for him to come in on top of that one in the 4-foot. I don't think he can see it well enough to push it very far.
Yeah, I think the tolerance
This
was light.
This one's curling, and it looks like he may get the guard actually.
Oh, I think
oh no, he's passed. He's passed.
Well done. Nice shot.
Really nice, really nice.
Oh, shot rock as well.
Yeah, exactly. Very nicely done.
Excellent sweeping there by George and Lou. There's lots of rocks in play on every sheet, I'll say that.
Yeah.
This one is,
yeah. Given that the Scots have last rock, opening that up a bit is probably a good thing for them.
At this point, for sure. No, I don't know what the call is here. If it's, it might be just guarding it, or
It may very well be, yeah.
There'd really be no harm in tapping that a little bit, or even try to tuck one behind the center.
You don't want to set up a double. That's
for sure. Yeah. I think this is heavier than a guard. If he can tick it over a little bit, that would be helpful.
We're still sitting.
I think we're sitting too. Yeah. So the Strathcona Cup takes place every 5 years. So 5 years ago it was hosted by Scotland. And I guess it's nicely straddled the restrictions of the pandemic, so they didn't miss a beat. And then 5 years from now, it'll be in Scotland again, and I would not be surprised if some members of this club decide to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the process is for picking the curlers each time. I mean, it kind of goes out to everyone across the country.
We've just been given the brochure. We've just been making it up up until then. So Alan Chalmers is, I think he's throwing a takeout here. Maybe hit and roll to sit one. There's a lot of red rocks in the house.
It's going to be on YouTube. Yeah.
Come on, Nixoop. They shouldn't have gone off it.
Actually, he's just drawing in, looks like. No. Oh no, he tapped that. Oh, got it right out, yeah.
Yeah, that was scooting along nicely, and as soon as they stopped sweeping it, it curled. So they'll know that for future.
Yeah, it's pretty important that Sean gets a guard or something up right now, because if that lonely blue rock is left unguarded, it could be a big end for Scotland. So.
Yes, and it's critical he doesn't set up a double as well.
Yeah.
So he should be in the house here. It would be nice to be second shot. But he could even be throwing a takeout here. That wouldn't be a bad call.
Yeah. There will always be diehards.
I know. I had someone say you just mentioned a few times.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Yikes. They kind of got stuck in between there. If they'd swept that, they might have been able to.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, how do you get that blue one out?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to come from the other side, or I see they're looking at coming off their own across, but that's straight across. It would take a lot of weight to come across there.
Now, one thing for our viewers to take note of, that Canada is actually blue rocks and Scotland are red rocks. The scoreboard we have up on the corner has got it reversed, but once the score goes, then we'll be able to tell.
Yeah, we're going to try to come around the other direction.
Certainly,
and this is the first shot, first rock down this side of the ice, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah, so Canada's in danger of giving up a big end here to start. But he's got to make it.
Or stealing one.
Yes.
This is kind of like a 5-point swing.
Yes. How's it looking here? Don't know that it has the weight to take it out.
I don't think so.
But here it goes. Beautiful draw. So it looks like, oh good, you did change the colors. Good job, Adam. So Scotland have a score of 1.
Yeah. That was a beautiful draw.
Yes.
Down the side of the sheet had not been tested, so very well done.
Excellent. Yeah. So the other games that are going on sheet 3, Canada scored 2. That's skipped by Danny Dow. And on sheet, on the other sheet, Canada skipped by Gary Houghton. Canada scored 1. And on sheet 1, skipped by Steve Adama. Scotland scored 1. So we had 2 steals and 2 scores of 1.
Yeah.
I think we got a good game ahead of us, Kirk.
It looks like they're pretty evenly matched. Beautiful first rock. Sean is asking Lou to stay up front. But I don't imagine, if he gets the right curl, I don't imagine he'd be very upset if it went in a little bit.
That's an interesting call. He might just like the idea of being able to tap it up. Oh, good.
Yeah. Came in, didn't get quite enough curl to hide, but into the 8 foot.
And Alan is asking for just a light tap to keep the blue in play, I guess, for a jam later. Oops. I think he started that a little bit. So we might be looking at plan B here.
Yeah, he's going to come in the other side. No, he's going to catch his own. So he's
perfect tick for the other team.
Yeah, got 2 corner guards now, which is typically not the plan for the team without the hammer.
So if Lou can throw about the same weight, tuck it in a bit.
It's not curling at all for him. Seems a little heavy though. Currently, looks like.
Just through.
Yeah.
It's not all bad for Team Canada here, though. The front is open, and as you mentioned, they've got a few rocks they can tuck behind. This is hanging out the other way.
It is hanging out a bit, so I don't think it'll stick in the house. But he did take out the Canada rock. Oh, Sean is going to take off that corner guard. It's a little, might even be biting the top of the rings.
I think it is biting. I think this has got a curl still. Picked it off anyway.
Yeah.
So the Scottish team are going to try and take control of the front of the house and bring the play back into the middle. So he's asked his second to just come into the 12 foot.
This is not curling at all, but it's a little bit heavy. It's actually quite a bit heavy. It went right through.
So Sean gave George the opportunity to throw either turn, so he's throwing the same turn as he did on his first rock, but we were looking for a little bit less.
Must be getting keen. That's about 3 rocks through the house this end.
Looking across all the sheets, sheet 1, there's a lot of red in play. Sheet 2 is the same, whereas in sheet 3, it's all blue. And then our sheet's empty as we speak. So he's going to try again to get a rock, a Scottish rock, into the center line, 12 or 8 foot. Anywhere but behind the tee line. Weight looks pretty good on this.
Yeah. It's got lots. There's no sweeping, no brooms down at all. But yeah, it looks just about where it was called. Top 12.
I think you would ideally want to have a hit and roll here, but he's asked for nothing specific. Going to move the rock around a little bit, I think.
Back to the center line. That was Graham Young's just shot. He played in the for the Scottish team when Canada was over there for the Strathcona Cup 5 years ago.
It looks like we might be heading towards a blank, although it begs the question in a tournament where total number of points.
Yeah, it's yeah, it isn't. It isn't win-loss. It's total number of points, so it's a little bit different strategy for sure.
Yeah. But it's good that every point that you put on the board is good for your team.
Yeah.
Whether you win or lose. Beautiful delivery there by Alan. This is not on target though, is it?
It's going to catch it, but not enough, I don't think, to take it out. No, so there's a Canadian rock sitting over behind cover.
Yeah, they might have been able to sweep that out. They'd had a heads up on it. Just goes to show you might look good on your delivery.
That's right.
So I would guess that Sean is going to try to split the house.
Yeah, I think that's what he called.
Yeah. Maybe even tuck it behind a little bit. Jim Murray is on the line call here. He's being very brave. I guess he's taking the... Okay.
I think he...
There's more than one ways to get it.
Yeah. So he's going to try and hit and go across, it looks like.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess there's really nothing to lose. It's,
yeah. As long as
he
hits
it.
Yeah.
As long as he makes contact, there's really nothing to lose. But he's certainly not taking any...
not taking any ice.
Any ice at all, no. He needs to hit pretty much where the broom is sitting.
Don't think he's going to get the roll.
No. No,
So we've got an open draw for 2 for Team Canada. Easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. Well, despite all of the blue on ice 3 in the last end, red are throwing first, so I guess they...
I think they even got 2.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They even managed to get 2. It was a skip's deuce. He was facing about 5.
Yeah, exactly.
This needs to sit. It might.
Yeah,
I think that was great sportsmanship there. He didn't sweep that hard, but so that's a score of 2. Lots of laughter out there. And if you're just joining us, we are at the Elora Curling Club, broadcasting live the Strathcona Cup. I'm Daisy Moore, and Kirk McElwain is with me. And the score, we're just starting the 3rd end. Canada leads 2-1. And Canada's throwing blue rocks. That was lead Lou Elmsley. See if we can get it over the hog line. What is the punishment for hogging?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The punishment is you're missing 1 rock.
Yeah. Scotland just scored 1 on sheet 3.
Yeah, I see that. So, and I don't know what happened on sheet 2 yet. Sheet 1, they're tied 1 point each.
Sweepers are indicating that the rock might be a little bit heavy. Thinking the call was for a guard, but looks like it might be.
Yeah, I think he's into the 12-foot.
No, he's not. According to our fabulous overhead camera. No.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Lou's making the sweepers work. This is going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any closer than that.
No, they're both in great shape to use those rocks.
So Alan's kind of giving them the either or here. Either come around or tapping in their own.
It does curl at the end, so it looks like it's going to be a tap, yeah. If it's got the weight.
Doesn't have to hit it very hard.
But he still didn't make it. No. It's a little bit late.
So with the 5 rock rule, we still are not able to take out any of those red rocks. So George is being asked to tap the blue. You can do whatever you like with your own rock, but just not touch the other team's. Plenty of weight. Needs to curl a little bit here.
Yeah.
I think it might even be too much weight for a plan B. Just through.
Okay. Now, so another attempt at the tap up.
This needs to hit something. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's coming nicely.
We'll have a nice result over this. So now the Canada is able to hit a few things up front if they choose to. They're still not badly off though. We've got a nice centerline guard. So they could either tap or clear the front. I think he's clearing.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for a double here.
And with any luck, they won't touch their existing centerline guard, so they'll still be in good shape that way.
This isn't moving as much as they'd like it to, I don't think, but yeah, it's coming now. It's coming now. But it did get her jam. So there's still one Scottish rock in the rings. And the shooter ended up just catching the top 12, corner of the top 12.
This looks like it's going to be a beauty.
Oh, wow, that took a sharp left turn.
Mm-hmm.
Looked so good, and then it...
I guess it just didn't quite have the weight.
Yeah. It's,
So Sean is asking Jim to take out that rock.
Yeah, it's dangerous rock.
Not yet. I kept it for a year just in case I changed my mind.
Now we're looking at a plan B. Might be able to get shot rock out of the way. Yeah. Wasn't a bad result. So as it stands, Canada is sitting 2. But if he hits this right, he should be able to tuck in behind the blue corner guard, which is what they've been shooting for.
Throwing an out turn at this one, it may overcurl with control weight. Oh no, it's very nice.
Great looking shot.
Oh, and he tapped the blue out. Yeah, that's a very nice shot.
Yeah, it is.
So Sean has determined that that's a dangerous rock, even though it's not shot rock.
Well, I think he wants it to roll over the same as the Scottish rock just did. So, and that makes a lot of sense. If you can put it on top of the one that was just thrown.
Excellent. Well done. Beautiful double by Jim.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Why take out one when you can take out two?
Well, there you go. Scotland does have an opportunity here to hit and roll in behind cover. Let's see.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Looks good.
Oh, too much.
Just one out, yeah. Overcurled just a fraction for them.
So I think Sean's just going to draw into the open here, is he? Or is he going to try to go behind? Well, I think he's trying to go behind with an out turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Nope, other way.
Okay. I guess just split the rings. Make sure they don't get something hidden behind those corner guards.
Yeah, it's hard to say whether the blue is on there already. As long as that's in play, it's a good shot.
Yeah. Back 12. Yeah, with the right weight and freeze, it's still a possibility for a deuce. Alan seems to be. Oh no, I guess he saw a mark on the ice. I thought he changed his mind.
No. Well, there's not a lot of options here.
No.
Yeah. But I think, freeze is a good call here. Hope for a miss. And Sean should have a pretty good feel for draw weight after that last throw.
Yeah. I say that from behind the glass. When I'm out on the ice, it doesn't mean that that's necessarily so.
You can throw two perfectly good rocks side by side, eh?
By accident.
By accident. It's a very nice looking rock, curling in beautifully.
Not enough curl though, I don't think.
Oh my.
Yeah, it went right through.
That went right through. I'd be surprised too, Alan. That looked really good. Just kept going.
Yeah. Pretty keen down the center, I guess. So Sean just needs to put another one in the house, probably, you know, guarding. Second shot anywhere, not setting up a double. Yeah.
Because I think the red rock is actually not even in the house.
No, there's no deuce
there's
for
no
sure.
Deuce, yeah. There could be a split though. No, I think the blue's on too much. Well, there's no score that's busted the game open at this point. Just ones and twos.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice looking shot. So no harm done for Scotland. They've got an open draw for their single point. I noticed he gestured to the blue rock, so they might just be playing a kiss to be on the safe side.
I think that's the backup if it over curls.
Okay, all right.
He's taking a little bit less ice than he did last time, so.
They better get on that.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's slowing down.
Oh dear. I think he overcompensated there.
Yeah.
Looks like a steal of two for Team Canada.
Yes.
He'll be kicking himself.
He's not pleased with that shot, understandably.
Might blame the sweepers a little bit on that.
Yeah, I think they could have been sweeping that sooner, for sure.
Sooner, yeah.
Oh, nice three. Canada took a three in the third end. Ice two.
Oh my, they're measuring for a third point here. I'm not sure whether that means they scored a three.
Yeah, looks like. Well,
should have swept a little harder. Yikes.
Yeah. Yes, ice two. Scotland took another point in the third end. Ice 1, I can't see what, they haven't marked the score yet for the third end.
Scotland took 2. So
Oh, did they? Oh, there it goes now, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was a steal of 3. Well, that's going to motivate Scotland to get some rocks in play here. It's important to shake those off early in the game yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Lou's put up a long guard. And Alan has asked for one to, I think, to come in.
Yeah, I think he wants it in the top 12.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not sure the sweepers think he's going to get there. It's a long guard there. Well, Lou come up short of the hog line again, I think. Oh no, he's across.
I don't know about you, Kirk, but I hate long guards.
Yeah, so do I. I do too.
I don't know why. They just come out and bite you.
Well, they...
But Scotland needs to lob one in here, get some rocks in play. They're down 5-1. But if they just get a pair here, that'll bring them back into the game. There we go. Lovely shot.
Yeah, that's well hidden behind a pair of long guards. But the trouble is, because they're long guards, you have a lot of room to move behind them. So.
So in the crazy scoring system of the Strathcona Cup, as it stands, Canada is 12 and Scotland is 6. Even though 2 games are being won by Scotland and 2 are being won by Canada. That was just a little bit heavy. Left it out in the open, so Scotland has an open hit. We're probably going to want to hit
a little bit of a
again.
roll, yeah. Yeah. So he just wants to tap back a bit and get the roll. I think he's coming up a little light for that. He's going to have a nice draw, but it's not going to get the hit.
That's a great shot. We have a changing of the guard of some of our camera people out on the ice.
Yeah.
We have Lynn Watson at one end and Lynn Egerdee at the other. And now we've got Mark Freure coming in. Try his hand at it. So it looks like Sean's asked for a guard.
Yeah, he did.
That's over curled.
Yeah, I think they would have been better to let that one go so it's got a little bit of wick. Because this rock is still completely open now.
No, this is good. It's coming.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, they're sitting in much better shape this end, for sure.
This is why you and I don't like long guards.
Exactly. Yes. And
works for somebody.
Unfortunately for the Canadian team, that last rock is last blue rock is a short guard comparatively. So there's not as much room to get around it.
So Sean's asking Jim to make some noise up front here. See if we can. They should be able to get a good number of rocks moving here. Oops. We hit something.
Whoa.
Well,
yeah, it opened it up.
That worked out beautifully. Near miss to perfect shot. So the Elora Curling Club is putting on a lovely lunch for the Scottish team and all the curlers. Each of the host clubs provide the ice and a meal, I believe.
That's true.
In this event.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be some leftovers for us, Kirk.
Well,
so Scotland,
as you mentioned earlier, we didn't get a chance to have any leftover of the
dram.
The dram, so.
Oh my goodness.
They come up light.
Not a good time to be short.
No, that's too bad. Graham is probably feeling about that shot the same as Alan did the last shot of the last end. It's a game changer.
Yep.
Not as much of a game changer as it could have been.
Yeah. So that blue rock is in a pretty good position.
Oh yeah.
It's quite threatening. So could corner freeze it, or a bit of risk involved in playing the takeout.
Well, they're going to try it, I think. So if they hit it at about just a bit off center.
Well, he hasn't made up his mind yet.
No.
Because if you take it out, then you just leave it wide open for a double. So I think.
Well, I mean, if it's slightly off center, their rock should remain pretty close to the guard one of those two, but I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. I think must be just guarding. Must be guarding.
Yep, line looks good. Not bad. I think it's a little heavy, but there. It's kind of nice to be sitting 3, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last.
Yeah, seems like a pretty natural double here. And that would leave them with the blue sitting there, very good position for the last rock. Somebody just fell and hit his cheek, it looked like.
Well, on sheet 3, Canada just stole another 2. So there's some sort of a broom ritual going on, which might mean that they're conceding. But
I don't know that they would.
I don't know that that's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us quite know what's going on over there. But the fellow who fell is okay. He's just got a bit of a mark on his cheek. So looks like Sean is trying to
use his own rock. I think no, he's coming directly at the red, and
nice shot.
Got the double. Scotland are still shot, but the blue are in pretty good shape.
Yes, blood has been drawn on sheet 3. Oh no. So Scotland are debating the best options here. They are sitting 1.
That's putting a guard on the one on the blue is one of the options they're looking at, and the other was trying to draw into the 4-foot, but I think they're going with the guard.
Yeah, it'd be very good to
Yeah.
protect their 2. They must have decided it was too risky to try to go for 3.
Well, that's the 4th end break. That's what.
Oh, 4th end break. Well, then.
That's why the stack of the broom.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Now I understand.
Maybe that's when they bring us our dram.
we're still hopeful.
This is over curling.
It sure is.
Oh, they should stop sweeping that. Oh no, I think it's blocked that shot. So the shot rock is definitely protected there. But I think if they'd stopped sweeping it, it would have made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I think they can sneak past it, but it's going to be real tight for them to do that. So, see what they decide on.
Yeah, I mean, they could chip the red in. And
Yeah.
I guess if you hit those, I don't think there's a shot to take the two blues out, is there?
No, I don't think so.
So all the brooms are put in the middle with a hat over them, and that's the fourth end break.
That's the fourth end break, exactly.
And I think we're going to have
all the sheets are doing that except us right at the moment.
Yep. And I think we're going to have a team change after 4, where I think we might have a new player come in, one of the spares. But we'll find out soon enough.
That's kind of an interesting
great picture.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think we can see it on the screen. You can see the brooms. Yeah. I'd love to give you a score update, but nobody's put the score up for the fourth end. It almost looks like they're all coming inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long the break is intended to be, but they all have a
They all have a wee dram.
They all have a dram. That damn dram.
Yes.
He's going for the...
No respect, Kirk. Yeah, what's he trying?
I think he's trying to hit the red, get past the red and hit the blue. He's outside just a touch, I think.
Needs to be. Let's see, is it going to curl it up?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh. There we go. Nice try. So we'll see how Alan's draw weight is. He needs a good one here to get his team back in it.
Just needs full 8 foot, so.
Yeah. That was an excellent try by Sean there. It just ran perfectly straight.
Yeah, it sure did.
Here it comes. And the sweepers are on it. He just needs full 8 foot here.
I don't think he's got it, though.
I don't think he does either. Feel your pain, Alan. Just a little bit short. Anyway, Scotland scores the 1. So after 4 ends of play, it's Canada 5, Scotland 2 on sheet 4, and we will be going to 4th end break.
So we get to see the broom stacking ceremony now. Takes just the right touch to get the brooms all balanced and the toque on the top of them. There we go. It's now official.
So here comes the first rock of the fifth end by Team Scotland. That was a good hearty fourth end break. Good shot.
So the fourth end and sheet 3, Canada took 2 more, so it's now 7-1 on sheet 3. On sheet 2, it's 4-1 for Scotland, and on sheet 1, I can't see. It's
tied at 3.
It's tied at 3. Okay.
Yeah, and we do have a lineup change on Team Canada. Jerry Hill has come in for George Bailey to throw the second rocks. So that's got to be tough to come in cold. Oh, I guess Lou's hogged. Oh dear. This gets by, it's good weight.
Great weight, but it didn't get by. Just overcurled a smidgen. And it caught the top of the 12 foot, so will be taken out now.
Gonna have to
Oh, I think he's over curling, yeah. Just a little light.
So Team Scotland are asking for this rock to come into the 4 foot.
Behind the long guard.
Yep. And even being a little bit short would be okay too. Sweepers are indicating that it might be a little bit heavy.
It does appear that way. Quite a bit heavy, yeah, right through.
So Jerry Hill, this is his first rock of the event. It's kind of nice to be able to throw a takeout on the first one.
Yes, it is. That's should curl enough.
Here it comes. I
Yep.
don't know if it's going to stick around though. Oh dear.
Oh. Yeah, it didn't get rid of the red rock, and it rolled out on its own, so it didn't curl quite enough.
We probably had a little bit more weight than he needed.
He had a little more weight than Lou did, which so it's the ice is very weight sensitive.
So this is our gardener's second attempt at drawing it around. Weight looks certainly a lot closer this time,
But
or less.
It's going over curl, I think. Well, it's light this time. Just a little overcompensation there.
So Sean is choosing to ignore that red rock and just to bring one in behind. Sweepers are
Looks
staying
like Jerry's pretty close to the first draw, and it's going to get past. Very nicely done.
Good shot.
Behind cover in the top 12.
So Alan is asking, Graham Young is throwing Vice Rocks for Team Scotland, and Alan Chalmers is asking him to freeze up to the Blue Rock. And I'm sure he would accept one to come around it if
Yes.
the weight was a little up. There's not a lot of room for error on this shot.
They're
like
going to
he's
get past the guard, I think.
Yeah, it looks like a good shot.
Yeah, it's coming in nicely.
Ooh, it's gonna bounce. Ugh.
Okay.
The only danger with this shot is
This
to
could
take
very
your
well
own-
go across on the other one, I think.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get that.
Oh, it hung in the top 12.
Yes, I do.
Canada got a little bit lucky on that one.
Yep. But since Blue, the Canada Rock have hammered this end, Scotland have elected to take that out.
And try to roll behind cover, yeah.
And sit two.
And this guy tried to but he just kind of picked them up and dropped them off.
That's a nice clean throw.
It's over curling though.
So,
Never going to get a roll with it. He's going to go out, but he should get it out of the house at least.
So Sean has decided to make the call to hit and try to maybe get a roll. I guess that opens up the opportunity for a blank, I guess, if need be. That's really coming over. Straightened up. Well, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice shot.
shot.
Pretty nice shot.
No, I'm not on duty yet. No, I didn't sign up. And I'll be there if you need me called in, but I'm not signed up. That's where I was arguing, but I got
So the opportunity is certainly there for Team Scotland to come around and sit shot rock under cover. You just need to be perfect.
Or at the very least on top of the shot rock and cut down in the scoring area to prevent two points against them.
Not sure where the bagpipes are coming from.
Is there more piping after the game? Because maybe they're warming up.
This looks good if it's not too heavy. Needs to slow. Ooh, pretty close.
Yeah, behind the tee line, it gives Canada an opportunity to freeze on that and set themselves up for two. So Canada took another single in a nice 3 in fifth end, so they're up 8-1 now. Looked like a real nice shot here. Yeah, they're setting 1-2 behind cover with last rock.
You really can't see very much of that.
The guards are so high that it's difficult to use those.
Well, he's tapping in front, but that's not going to do him any good.
No, it's too late for that.
He needs to.
So
needs to put weight on this.
But I'm not sure what he's going to do because it's going to just jam. If he gets that one, it'll just jam on his own red. So I'm not sure what the call is here exactly.
Well, if he has enough speed on it and he just kisses that one blue,
Yeah, he
might
could do that, yeah.
at least move it off the button. Canada's currently sitting 2. Unless they're just trying to prevent a 3, I'm not sure.
Yes and no. We would just have it, so what we would do is we would just pay the claims correctly.
Well, that's basically what they're, seems to be what they were doing, because they're just guarding another one going in on top, so it's still not impossible to catch the 4 foot, but it's more difficult.
Yeah, I think Sean's just asking him for a little bit more ice, which I think is a good call. It did look like it was going to be all over the front red.
Yeah.
Well done. May I buy your round this time?
Yeah, if he throws the same weight as he did last rock, he'll be able to get it on the edge of the 4 there to count. Assuming the line is correct.
They're both sweeping it to curl.
No, a little bit short.
Nice try.
Yeah. So 2 more blue on ice 4.
So Canada is up 7-2, playing the 6th end. And Scotland has the hammer, so they've got 2 hammers to 1. They can maybe make this game a little tighter. So these teams that come from Scotland, all told, they play 31 games, which is a lot. They play 2 games a day, starting January 11th through to February the 2nd. And with the there's 5 teams, so everybody gets a bye. So I guess you do get a bit of a break from time to time. But that's quite a commitment for a player.
It is. You have to be a pretty dedicated curler to commit to that many games over such a short period of time.
So really nice centerline guard put out by Lou Elmsley. And the Scottish team are trying to draw one behind.
Uh-oh. We hogged that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, really. Like, I love it.
We've had our daughter, and Sean
Lou's been fairly consistent with his rocks. He tends to put them both in the same spot, which isn't bad. Oh, they had to sweep that hard to get by. That looks like a great shot.
That does. Sitting on the button behind cover. But they're long guards. There's lots of room to get around there.
The scores on the other sheet, on sheet 1, Scotland is up 6-3. They scored a big 3 points in the 5th end. And sheet 2 is 4-2 for Scotland again. And Jerry Hill's rock is just tucked into the back 12 there. And red has hammer this end, so Scotland are going to try to lob more in there and get a multiple score.
Oh, thank you. If I had a grandchild, I'd give it to them right away. I'm still waiting for
This looks like it might be light again.
They're sweeping hard anyhow. Yeah, oh, way late. Yeah, it's going to hog.
He might surprise me.
So Sean's decided to come the other way this time. See if he can freeze up to shot rock. Shot rock is just a little bit deeper than T-line, so if you freeze up to it, you're in a really good position. This is a great looking shot.
Just a little light. It's going to be...
Oh wow, it just took a turn.
Oh wow.
There. Didn't even...
That went sideways when it started, when it dug in.
This looks like better weight.
All three, when they were going through, were the same. So I guess it's Eugene's or something.
They might want to... There we are.
Left it open for a double though, I think. Oh, yeah. They're not going to do that. Okay. I guess it's too tight.
Yeah.
So they're going to try for the draw again and freeze on top from the other angle, for the other side.
This needs to slow down. Here it comes. Whoops. I think Alan would like to get this in, but he's indicating the tolerance is light.
Yeah.
You can see a fair amount of it from the other side, but I think Canada might have put one in a nice, perfect jam position.
We'll see how this one goes. This one looks like it could be a little light as well. It's moving big time anyhow.
Job done on the guard.
Okay. So I guess they don't feel that there's enough room to catch the edge of this. So.
Yeah.
And as you said, that it probably would jam on their back ones. So. Trying to open up the front.
Oh. Jim's been very effective on those.
Yeah. With enough weight, even if you're a little bit off the call, you can cause some damage in those.
Let's see what the call is. He's going to bring one in. Might as well sit third shot. Yeah, with the corner guard on the other side, I think that's blocked the path for drawing in on that side.
You're probably right, yeah. It would have to be very precise on both sides.
Yeah. This is a great one if it gets by. Yep. Nice shot. Made it look easy. Yeah, that was Graham Young who threw that rock. His occupation, he's the technical project analyst for the National Health Service. That must be a weighty job.
Yeah. If their National Health Service is the same kind of problems as Canada's.
I think they are, yes. Okay, what's going to happen here?
I think he's over curled a bit.
One out of the way.
Yep. So I think Scotland are just going to try to lob another one in there.
I think they're probably going to throw. I think they're planning on a guard. Just,
are they? Okay.
Based on the amount of ice he's taking, I think it's probably a guard.
I don't know, the way the scoreboard's looking, I'd get greedy.
Well, he still has last rock.
Yep. Yeah.
He narrowed up the ice a little bit there, so maybe he changed his mind.
Needs to curl.
He's got a late curl down here, so that shouldn't be an issue. And it is. Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
And Alan Chalmers, the skip of the Scottish team, is a chartered accountant. He's the head of finance at the World Curling Federation. So that would be interesting.
Yes. Wow. The skip on sheet 1 just threw a most gorgeous draw through a hole to sit on top of the 3 Canadian rocks that were in the 4-foot.
Oh dear, Steve will be fit to be tied. Yeah, he's not getting rid of that.
That ain't going nowhere.
So what's the call here?
I think he's hitting his own blue.
Okay. He's driving the blue back onto the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay. He needs to be a bit careful. There's that lonely blue in there.
Yeah.
This third shot. But
if he gets, if he doesn't get this, he's leaving out possible 4 on the board. So.
they run pretty straight at that weight. Oh. Ooh, like that. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming.
That was the threat for sure. This is going to change the complexion of the game fairly significantly after 6 ends.
Yeah. It was very matey. Very matey of the Canadians to do that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it was a risk they were willing to take. But it seemed like a high percentage that was going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't have felt comfortable throwing it.
No, I wouldn't have. So let's see how if they can get another one in there. Needs just needs full 12-foot really. Needs to come down. Nope.
Yeah, I think he overthrew it.
Okay, well, 3 is pretty good score.
Yeah, 3 helps a lot.
So the score is now 7-5 after 6. And Canada will have the hammer in the 7th end. That's a more respectable score line. And on sheet 3, Scotland scored 3 as well, so they've tightened that game up, so it's 8-4.
Sheet 1, Scotland did take another point, so it's now 7-3. And sheet 2 is the tightest game, with Scotland leading 4-3 after 6 ends.
Are you going to do the math, Kirk, and add up all the sheets?
No. I'd have to take my socks off now, DC. Can't count that high.
So let's see what Mr. Sankey does in his real life. Where are we? Phys ed teacher. Principal teacher of pastoral care and school administrator. But he is retired.
Ah.
Full-time curling now, I guess.
Yeah. And Lewis put up a perfect corner guard.
So we might have a slightly different end ahead of us. And Scotland are asking for a centerline guard this time.
Coming in there nicely if the weight's right. Okay. Behind cover.
Yeah, not the call, but I think they'll be very happy with that.
On the tee line, yeah.
So Sean is asking Lou to try to take this out.
Just tap back weight, yeah.
Are you picking up any tips for stick curling there, Kirk?
Make your shots. It's kind of one I knew all along. It's just I'm really good at it.
Ended up being a perfect tick, or did it go out?
No, it's hanging in right on the tee line.
Because if that rock had gone out, then it would have been put back in play, because the 5-rock rule is in effect.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You were talking about the red.
Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking of the blue, and it's still in play as well, except it's in the rings.
The Scottish team all have matching brooms too. It looks like.
Yeah, they're all
sponsored.
Dressed by Hardline.
Okay.
They have Hardline brooms, Hardline pants.
That's a really nice looking shot. No, I think he's called for the hit and roll, but you might get a double.
That is going to be on the web. And following that, when he gets
This is sort of, oh dear. Yikes. Jerry's not going to be happy with that.
No, that didn't work out real well.
And it's too bad because it sort of kept the line. If it was out a bit, they could have maybe gone for the one in the house. But blue has hammer here, so all is not lost.
Another very nice guard.
Well, I just did the math, Kirk, and it's Scotland 20, Canada 20.
Oh, is that right?
Unless somebody's head was in the way and I didn't add it up right, but... It's close.
Yeah, that's...
think they'll be happy with this. Did the job, kept the middle open. Actually, I added up wrong. Canada's 21.
Okay. Okay. Looks like another good guard.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Here comes Jim with his famous get rid of everything shot.
Oh, quick. Did that ever curl at the end?
They always drive on down our street.
They do. They drive down my street too.
Yeah, but they don't stop me.
No. Yeah.
They're a good people.
Canada took 2 more, a nice 3 in the 7th end, so they're up 10-4 now.
Well, Scotland will be up against it there. Danny Dow is an excellent curler. He's certainly one of our best. Knows how to throw the up weight. Calls a good game.
Well, it's a little closer now. Jim gets another crack at a double. And this time it's not curling enough. That rock has been sitting there a long time.
Yeah, that was our best opportunity yet to be able to get that rock. And the unfortunate jam that Canada had earlier in that end is just going to put just a bit more pressure on the Canadian skip.
It does, yeah.
We'll see how the skipper does in throwing up a guard. This is a well-worn path by this point.
Yeah, they know the ice as long as the weight is consistent, right? Yeah, it looks pretty good too. A little longer, so it's...
Yeah, Sean might...
There might be room around it.
Yeah. So the Canadian teams we have playing today, representing the Elora Curling Club on sheet 1 is Steve Adama, Brad Sheridan, our club president, Andre Jardin, and Ryan Player. On sheet 2, we've got Gary Houghton, Tim Hitchcock, Kevin Morrell, and Paul Hoffman. And sheet 3 is Danny Dow, Dave Robinson, Ed Lowry, and Ron Campbell. And we'll watch the shot before we mention our sheet 4 players. Sean Hamlin, and he looks like he's going after shot rock. Looks like he's right on target. And it's curling nicely.
Yeah, he made it.
Well done, well done.
Very nicely done.
Excellent shot. Sean is skipping the team. Jim Murray is throwing vice rocks. George Bailey was, and he's been replaced by Jerry Hill, and Lou Elmsley is throwing lead rocks. So there's going to be a little bit more weight thrown at this. You can see almost half. I'd be a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
It's just got a curl.
It's looking good.
It sure is. Got a bit of a roll, so that should make it a gimme for Sean. I don't know whether their double would be there, if it's worth trying. Probably not.
Yeah, that could come back to bite you.
Yes. They're already up by 2, so just a score of 1 would be fine here.
So
Canada's making a comeback on sheet 2.
yeah, they're
Right in keeping with Gary Houghton.
There he did it. So it's one more for Canada on sheet 4. We're up 8-5.
Yep.
And there was a big comeback in sheet 1 for Canada. They took 3, so they're only down now by 1 point after 7. So
So I imagine Sean is asking for this rock to be in. Doesn't get much closer than that, but not quite in.
You must be one of those two guests that Jim brought in. The funny thing was, I laughed. They said, yeah, Jim will bring a couple guests. Those are people. And asked me afterwards if I guess guess what? I bought
And Scotland definitely want to busy it up.
Yeah.
So they can tuck more behind. Hopefully replicate the 6th end.
yes.
Yikes. Blue's shaking his head. Well, our sheet managed to catch up. We were almost half an M behind.
Yeah.
Right when it counts. Pretty nice shot. You can see it. But Jerry should be able to pick this out. And if he hits the front guard, that's okay too. I think we're tapping.
It's on the front guard for sure.
Yeah, all except for timing.
That's how it always goes.
That's how it always goes.
That'll work. It's in a good spot for Canada. And the Scottish skip sees that as a dangerous situation. He's going to throw up a guard. I think he's playing plan B here, hoping to get not too much of a tap. Well, that works. He's going to try to thread the needle here.
Yeah. And Jerry doesn't throw real heavy, so it'll be a difficult shot for him. I think he's on the red already. So we'll see what happens.
Open it up. I think Scotland has the hammer on every sheet in the eighth end. They're just going to try to rack up as many points as they can. And it looks pretty red right across the board. It's a good looking guard. Over and off, I'd say.
That's Jim's going to open up the middle again, maybe, or try and.
Well, we'll see what happens. Well then. I would have thought they would have come around the other way. I'm not sure what the call is yet. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming this way.
Yeah.
So as handshakes on sheet 3, Scotland managed to get 2 points, so the final score is Canada 10, Scotland 6. And 1 bruised cheek.
Yeah.
Sweeping this. Looks like a good one.
Just not going to curl quite enough for him, I don't think. But on the other hand, it's not a bad place to be.
Scotland sitting 2. High-scoring games.
Yeah, they are.
So Jim is being asked to take this out. He can see most of it. Looks like he's in the ballpark. So he's called for a hit and roll over.
Mm-hmm.
Figures he might be able to bury it a little bit better. Not sure. I think he's still playing the hit.
Certainly not taking very much ice. Because, I mean, he's not going to want to throw heavyweight, I wouldn't think. So. Yeah, I think he must be just throwing the draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
That hill was a lot bigger. But it was huge.
Oh no. Dash it. Oh.
So sheet 2 ended up as a draw. 5-5 draw.
heck? Is he coming in off his own?
Must be. He doesn't have a lot of options, so that's maybe the easiest. Oh, he's thinking about it now.
Yeah, it's kind of got danger written all over it over there. I mean, if you think about winning the game being the objective, you just don't want to give them 3.
Yeah.
So this seems like a better call to me. You can see a good third of it, I'd say.
I'll bet you if you're sitting in the hack at the other end, you say it a lot less than the third.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we get the angle from... Yeah. Close. They got it.
That was a nice shot.
Well done. So that takes the win out of the cards.
Yeah.
But they just need to rack up some points. Meanwhile, on sheet 1, there's quite a few Scottish rocks in play. And I think this is Steve's last rock. And he's going to try to hit one of the Scottish rocks out and roll in to at least cut them down. Maybe hold them to 2.
Well, he's already sitting second. So
oh, that's true, yeah.
So Scotland have got the end, and I guess they, given the nature of the game, the contest, they're going to go for the last point.
Oh, for sure.
So this will be for ice 3. So I know you've been kicked out of worse spots than this, Bert? Over here to this table here, just so the ones coming off the ice have a place to come.
Nice shot.
It is. But given Sean's first shot, this one should be easier, actually, because I can see more of this one than he could the first one.
Yeah, they are. We're moving over there.
That looks like a real nice shot on ice 1. So take 2.
That's the ball game. So on sheet 1, Scotland are victorious, 9-6.
Yeah.
It's a tie on sheet 2, and then Canada won a 10-6 on sheet 3. Looks like there might be a hit for 2.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, I think he just...
He's going to draw for his 1.
Geez, you know, a horse to school is taking weapons to school now, right?
So, 4 excellent games here today at the Elora Curling Club. It's been fun to call it. Not too many hogs.
No, it's been a really well played game.
Yes. Let's see if we can put this on the 4-foot. finish off with a good last rock. Yeah, you don't want to be short. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is he going to do it? Well done. Never a doubt. Good job. So Canada wins on sheet 4, 8-6. So I think overall Canada has maybe 5 more points or so. But a well-curled event.
Yes.
Lots of socializing going on behind us, Kirk.
Yes,
and
exactly.
being purchased.
Yeah. So.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Daisy Moore and Kirk McElwain.
Kirk McElwain here, and thank you, Daisy, for an excellent called game.
Indeed, and goodbye from the Elora Curling Club.